Okay, so this is for build 455, 456. It's a build update, which is a major build for us. So we want to talk you through it and give you an idea as to what's in it and why we've done things, okay? So the first thing is that we've made huge changes to the game. They're mostly behind the scenes, but there are some that you will feel. This is to do with things like tire pressures, the weather, how basically you interact with with how you set up your kart in the game. That's the biggest one. But there's also changes to AI and things as well. So let me walk you through them all. The reasoning is that there were some bugs in the different areas of the game. We wanted to speed up the gameplay, and your feedback basically suggested to us that we need to make some general improvements to the game before releasing it in global. Let me walk you through them all. The first one is tire pressures. Tire pressures has had a bug in it for probably about 6 to 12 months, and we've only just noticed the bug. We noticed it in the last build, and we couldn't understand why it wasn't working correctly. And so what was happening before was that tire pressures could just be set to roughly anything, and you weren't seeing a major difference in performance. So you'd be going into TKM, setting the tire pressures at 15 or 16, and that would be absolutely fine on some tires and absolutely fine on other tires as well. But now the way it's set up is you will need to get really within 1 psi either side of the actual best pressure in order to see any performance from the tires. Otherwise, you're going to be sliding around, you'll be losing grip, you'll be wearing out the tires, and that will really give you a problem. So the first thing to say is, with this build, you'll need to adjust tire pressures, and it will need to be adjusted and practiced. And the best way to do that is to go to the solo practice area, test out the tires, test them out in different weather. So the tires now respond better to different weather and climatic conditions. So if it's hot, you're going to notice a difference, and the tire choice that you make will be huge. So you don't want to choose tires that work best in cold conditions, in hot conditions. You will see a difference, whereas before you might have chosen the soft greens in TKM, whereas the other tire might have been better for you now. So the thing to do, play with tire pressures, test in different weathers. So that's the first thing to say. The second thing about tire pressures too is that they will respond to humidity, and in X30 we've noticed that you're probably within about half a second of your best times, but you won't be actually on your best times unless the weather conditions are absolutely perfect and the tire pressures are perfect. So notice some change in terms of how your performance level is. Okay, you might go to solo practice, you might adjust the tire pressure, you might adjust the different tires for the conditions, but you may still not get to your time unless the air pressure is correct for the engine. So that's what you've got to look at. It won't be the same. So for this reason, we're going to be adjusting all your personal bests in all tiers and all your world records in all tiers. This will also affect radiators. So when you've got the radiator on the kart at the moment, you can adjust the blind, have it fully closed or open. You'll want to adjust this now for the different conditions. It will make a difference, and the tire pressures will affect the amount of grip you have. So they're the things you need to look at. All right, so that's tire pressures. The rest is simpler, hopefully. The second part in this build is improved AI. We've made some adjustments across the board to AI. Not massive changes, but some small changes just to make the AI a little bit more competitive, and also to prevent them taking you out, which is one of the issues that we had in previous builds. So the goal is to try and make it easier for you guys when you're racing against AI. You know roughly what they're going to do, but they will be quicker, they will be more competitive, and it will make a difference to you. We still have not done sponsorship, which is an adjustment to QDOS, and we still have not completely set up the AI. This will be done in a future build. The AI is balanced to ability at the moment, but we're going to be making much bigger changes as we go forward to try and match it much closer to your ability. So you always have a nice competitive race against the AI, but it also means that racing against humans will give you a competitive race too, and it should be preferable to race against other people. So that's what we're working on for the future. What's next? Onboarding. So at the beginning of the game, we've made big changes. We've been making big changes over the last 3 or 4 months to try and improve the game and the process to get into the game and make it more enjoyable. So now the onboarding track is Wackersdorf. You race there in cadets. You've got to get your license there. Once you've got your license, you'll then be able to go further in the game. But the big change here is racing lines. So in the onboarding, which is the bit before the cadet championships, there are now racing lines to try and help you learn the track and understand the speeds. So hopefully we will be getting more people through into the cadet championships and then into TKM, and it should be a lot more fun for everybody. But it's we've just made some big changes there. So hopefully we have more players playing in TKM and X30 because they've had a better experience at the beginning of the game. Three general things really. The first one is we've added a skip button. The skip button is there to try and help you basically go through all the analytics at the end of a race and get back into racing quicker. We know that's been a complaint for lots of people for ages because they just have to keep hitting the next button all the time. I don't think you want to be doing that, and we had a good chat about that internally and decided to put the skip button in. So hopefully that speeds up your gameplay. Secondly, for those of you getting fed up with the music, because you've heard it a million times, the thing to do is to go to a new settings button, which is the bottom left-hand side of the dash. Go there, you can turn off music, and you can also adjust your controls from there. So we've removed the control screen from Race Prep, and we've also removed the energy drinks screen from Race Prep. You can now get energy drinks from the header, the fitness bar. If you just tap on that, you can get an energy drink there. Okay, so that's another major change to speed up the game loop. The final thing on this point on the generals is that we've also made a big server update. This will be released mostly when we put the build up to everybody. We will force this build, so everybody will have to have it. What the goal is really is to try and get that out for you as soon as we can, but once we force the build. The server update will speed up loads of the behind the scenes things attached to the server. So how quickly it takes you to get information, push it up to the server and pull that information back to your device. So that's the bit which will also see a big change. So hopefully the game loop is now reduced quite dramatically, but you'll only notice this once we can push out those changes when we go live, push this out to the people in soft launch as well. So that's going to be a little while down the track, but we've done all the changes and they're in this current build. There are some issues with this build. So the main issue that we've noticed in testing with a small group are memory leaks, and this means that the frame rates may be a bit slower than you're used to, and that's mostly it. I mean, that's the biggest one. There are a few other smaller bugs and things that we need to tidy up, but the biggest one is this memory leak issue. So we're working on that now. Hopefully you'll get a build shortly if you're in the beta, or it will be fixed for the main build for soft launch, for the group in soft launch, and then hopefully that will see you through. The final thing to say is that we've now opened up Pro 1 to a small group of testers. This has taken a massive amount of balancing, but Pro 1 is now open to a small number of people that can get in there, which means that X30 has basically all the fast guys are now out of it. And if you want to go and compete in X30 and try and win the championship in X30, you've got a really good chance now. Don't forget to join the Facebook group if you haven't already. That's facebook.com/groups, so link somewhere, Streetcar Beta. Join that group because there's loads of people there and interacting about the builds and the beta game. And if you want to get more rivals, it's a great place to go and do it, and it makes the game more fun. Don't forget to log into Facebook with the game. Again, extra credits and things available, and it also makes it more fun for you guys. That's it. Nothing else to say really. Hope you enjoy this build. Please give us feedback in the comments below, and we're really keen to hear what you think of the game and this latest update. And finally, hopefully we'll be pressing on and giving you more stuff soon. All right, thanks very much. Appreciate it, guys. Take care.